Hello everybody, my name is Marcelo. I'm a technical solution architect for Cisco SD-WAN. Today we're going to explore something that everybody asks me. What happens to my network if I lose my control connections? What if my controllers die? What happens? Let's explore and find out why Cisco SD-WAN solution is so powerful and unique. Organizations that are vendor agnostic, such as IEEE and SDWAN.org, they state that any SD-WAN solution must have separation on the control plane and the data plane. And they put that as a #1 requirement. So let's find out why that's so important. Cisco SD-WAN has completely separated control plane and data plane. So once your one edge device wants to enter the SD-WAN fabric, it's going to build a control connection. It's going to use the TLS or TLS encrypted tunnel to the controllers. Once the tunnel is established, it's going to establish the overlay management protocol, which is the SD-WAN routing protocol. Be aware, that's unique to Cisco SD-WAN deployment. Once we receive all the information from the overlay management protocol, automatically IPsec tunnels are going to be formed in full mesh fashion through all of the other WAN edges. Many customers ask me, what will happen to my network if I don't have connectivity to the controllers through every transport? So this is our lab. We have a very simple topology. We have intranet and MPLS. We have our controllers. We have two branches, Site 1 and Site 2. Per this diagram, you can see that only intranet has connectivity to the controllers and MPLS doesn't. So let's explore what happens to the site when it loses connectivity to the intranet, which is the control connection transport. Will my network remain working? Another scenario we're going to explore is what will happen to my network if all the controllers simply go away. Is it going to remain working? Let's find out. This is our lab. So we have intranet transport and MPLS. We can see the controllers are not connected to the MPLS, so you cannot reach out the controllers through this transport. We have Site 1, which has one intranet connection and one MPLS connection. We added a CSR 1000V behind the WAN edge. It's going to be a CSR SD-WAN router, just to simulate a host. For site number 2 is going to be the same thing, and we also have a host behind to make sure we have reachability. We can see we have full WAN reachability for all the sites. We can also verify that only intranet has control connections because we stated it's only supposed to wait for control connection in the intranet transport. Let's make sure we have all the tunnels up and running. So we can see it's building a full mesh IPsec tunnels from Site 1 to Site 2 using intranet and MPLS. Let's go back to Site 2 and bring down the intranet connection. I'm going to shut down the internet connection for the branch 2. Let's get back to the vManage. In a few seconds, we're going to see this endpoint, this WAN edge going down. Now we can see one site shows no connectivity, so basically Site 2 is unreachable from a controller perspective. And the other two sites, they have partial connectivity because they are expecting a tunnel for Site 2 and they don't have it. Let's check the tunnel status for Site 1. We can see the tunnel from Site 1 to Site 2 from Business Internet is down. However, MPLS tunnels are still up. So let's see if we still have reachability. Let's jump into the host. The host on site 1 is 10.1.0.1, and we can reach this host. Let's bring back the intranet connection. We can see that site 2 is already up and reachable. We also can see that the tunnel has become active again. Now we are going to bring down the intranet connection for all the controllers. Let's see what will happen. Now we can see that all WAN edges went down, so we don't have reachability for any endpoint from a controller perspective. However, let's see what happens to the data plane of our network. And we still have reachability. Let's verify what happens behind the scenes. I have a console access to the SD-WAN router. I can see that my OMP peers, they are not up, they are in init state. If I verify the specific route on the OMP table, we can see the routes are being learned through both transports, MPLS and intranet, and they are installed. So even though if I don't have the control connections, if I don't have the neighbor relationship to my OMP peer, the route is still installed in the routing table. That's why separation is so important, and that's why OMP is the secret sauce of Cisco SD-WAN. Thank you for watching.